The same day, news broke that former Olympic star Bruce Jenner wishes to be known as Caitlyn Jenner. Vanity Fair unveiling its new cover showing her new body. The U.S. government addressed the issue of where transgender Americans should be allowed to undress. OSHA, the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, issuing guidance to employers. OSHA said an estimated 700,000 adults in the U.S. are transgender, which is to say, the gender they identify as differs from the one listed on their birth certificates. When it comes to restrooms in the workplace for transgender employees, what are the best practices?
OSHA says that in workplaces with separate men's and women's bathrooms, a person who identifies as a man should be permitted to use the men's restroom, and a person who identifies as a woman should be permitted to use the women's restroom, adding the employee should determine the appropriate and safest option for him or herself. In other words, what the individual's birth certificate, license, or passport identifies as his or her gender shouldn't matter.
Why does OSHA think companies need to adopt this policy? Because it says restricting employees to using only restrooms that are not consistent with their gender identity, or segregating them from other workers by requiring them to use gender-neutral or other specific restrooms, singles out those employees and may make them fear for their physical safety. Their physical safety? OSHA says bathroom suggestions can result in employees avoiding using restrooms entirely while at work, and that, it says, can lead to potentially serious physical injury or illness. More than half of transgender individuals say they've had physical problems from trying to avoid public restrooms, including dehydration and kidney infections. Anything else employers should do? OSHA says the best policy is one that provides additional options for employees, including single occupancy, gender-neutral, or unisex facilities, or multiple occupant gender-neutral restrooms with lockable single-occupant stalls. When it comes to the workplace, 12 states and the District of Columbia prohibit discrimination against transgender people in employment. Some of these laws stipulate that a transgender person can use the restroom consistent with his or her gender while at work. That's the short answer.